Yeah. For real, for real. My is real, for real. I'm in the field, for real. I'm about my check, for real. I'm about my respect, for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. With the paper, see them lames later. Can't save her. Her stepped out, now she's saying what she really think. Really think, really think. Open accounts no matter where we at. There and back, eyes barely open. I never it once and she two. That means it's can't. But my explosive, train to go. My chain it glow. Everything you see I paid for. Gang or crow. For real, for real. My is real, for real. I'm in the field, for real. I'm about my check, for real. I'm about my respect, for real. My diamonds are crystal clear. I'm shining from ear to ear. For real, for real.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10.
Gone!
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That is incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Vontaze Burfict in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. Throw left side, complete to Ross. 20! And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. A big play there for the Bengals. 62 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll give it to Mixon. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go well, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And now he'll tuck it and run. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Gone! Watch him now, Barney!
Jackson on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Jackson. He finds Malcolm Mitchell here. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Hey, you got three down.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's the option going left on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Jackson on second down. He's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. John Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Joe Mixon. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mixon with a first down carry. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Blue 90.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Oh, spinning away. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set.
They'll look to throw here. It'll be a 16-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and about a mile here.
Over. Gun.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Gun. Detroit.
They'll set up to throw. Now he's forced out left. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And his throw here's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Still, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And now here come the Ravens. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now he'll throw deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
We all know how important momentum is in a game, and when an offense decides to take a deep shot downfield, they're trying to create a big play and put doubt in the defense's mind the rest of the ball game. And in this case, the defense won the battle, batted the ball away deep downfield. So guess what? The momentum now quickly shifted from the offense taking the shot to the defense knocking it away, and now they feel like they might be in control.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. He's got him in, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big-time third down play for the Ravens. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Collins trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run forward with Collins. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Grant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are in for 6. And his kick is right through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's got his man, Boyd. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Back to throw here. Dumps it off to Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19.
3:19. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gone! 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 Gone!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Here's a give to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Geno Atkins able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now Jackson on 1st down. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Gone! 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 Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Detroit!
Now back to throw. And his pass incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gone!
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but nowhere to go. Here he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Again, it's Pumphrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. On the right side, caught by Green. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that close.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch it now, Barney.
A handoff to Mixon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
They'll look to throw here. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On play action, they'll throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is. But he eats up ground, and he usually goes up and gets it.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10.
Gone. Over.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. On 2nd down, Jackson letting one go deep for the... Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Malcolm Mitchell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. From the gun, Jackson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, look at that. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Gun. They'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long.
No, check, Patriots!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And caught right side, Green. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They're going to look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up second down.
Detroit!
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
From the gun on third down, Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney! Hut!
He may try and run for this. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Jackson to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
No. Check. Patriot.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They get it to him running left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Corey Grant, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He got 29 yards that time. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Green's got it over the middle. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. First down now, but that clock rolling.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. One final shot. They'll look to throw. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. 10, 5, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.